Welcome, the dark embraces you. I am back playing Dark Souls, and I am just about to leave the Blighttown area. Well, I have to get out of the Great Hollow first, but I'm heading back up anyways. I really hate the Blighttown area. It's such a depressing area. Even though I'm the type of person to like dark and depressing stuff, it's really just, I don't know, it's not a very fun area to be in. And let's grab the plank shield. Though it is a pretty dang good area when you're wanting to farm for large Titanites, though once again it's really annoying because sometimes these slugs can really gyp you. Or not slugs, leeches, I think that's what they're properly called. I should have put on my Chloranthy ring. Dadgummit. Let's do this quick before the slugs or worms get to me. Leeches, not worms or slugs. Dadgummit, I keep saying that. And it's not either. Why am I saying that? I don't know, but I've never called them... Well, actually, I've called them slugs before, I think. They're leeches, though. They are most definitely leeches. As far as I am, like, completely well aware, they are most definitely leeches. Maybe I am completely wrong on that, but... I think from everything I've read and heard, they are leeches. And just get this guy a good slamming. Because he wants to slam with the jam. Because it's a space jam. And he's dead. Oh, I thought that was an item to pick up. I didn't know these guys dropped anything. That was just a message. Alright. Back up to the surface we go. Because this place is honestly starting to get on my nerves already. The joys of Blighttown and its low, terrible frame rate. Maybe that's just the reason why. Well, I can honestly deal with low frames. I think it's really just the atmosphere. It's really not a fun place. It's like freaking... It's really just an entire place that looks like it's made of poo. And I think that's really the problem. Poo is pretty nasty. I don't really think I'd imagine, or I don't really think I'd like to imagine how it feels sloshing around in that disgusting water either. The thought is horrifying. My poor character. It's like stained in his like clothes and stuff. It'll never come out. And I am gonna get out of this start free, it looks like, without getting hit once. Maybe? Yep. Always fun. You don't have to worry about even a chance of getting poisoned. I always hate getting, or not poisoned, toxic. That's probably one of my least favorite status effects. I mean, I can deal with poison, I can deal with bleeding, but I can't really deal with toxic. Toxic is just too strong. Too strong, please nerf. Not really. I mean, it's pretty avoidable since the item you can get, you can farm pretty, or the item you need to cure it, you can be farmed pretty easily by an enemy that has an abundant amount to themselves. Not to mention they can drop the cure themselves sometimes, so I mean... Oh god! No! Okay, whew. Jesus Christ. I nearly avoided that. Lord have mercy on my soul. Alrighty then. Now that we've barely survived that ordeal. Jesus, that was terrifying. Our next staple will be to get the Shield of Chloranthy. And, just, yeah, come back alive, I guess. Because that's really the most important phases of the thing, isn't it? I forgot to start my timer for how long the video has been going. Wonderful. So now I'll just kind of have to take a guess as to how long it's been going. Is there something to like set up a timer on DX Story? Because that'd be nice. I use the online stopwatch and, well, to be quite frank, it's not exactly accurate. I have to kind of, you know, take guesses when it's been around 30 minutes. Not really guesses, like, if I'm doing multiple parts, then it's usually not all that accurate. Hey, reinforce my Estus Flask, please. Thanks. Anyways, up, up, up. And then we can rest at the bonfire. Now that we've rested, I actually kind of want to take a pause, maybe. It'd be nice to take a pause, more or less. Yeah, might as well's. Alright, I will be right back. I just gotta start the timer and check and see how long this was so I can know, exactly how long to stitch onto it, basically this time. Anyways, BRB. And I'm back. Just a minor detail, but it's really nice to have, and you'll have to excuse the stuttery frames. Whenever I tab out and then tab back in, it takes a moment for the game to restabilize. Everyone knows, though, that this game wasn't exactly the most optimized, or, yeah, that's the word for it, isn't it? It wasn't the most optimized game. But, it's still a great game. I enjoy it thoroughly. I've probably played it I don't know how many times. Never actually beaten the game, though. I always have this, curse when playing RPGs. I like to restart way too much, and so I usually never beat a game. I've played playing Skyrim for, I don't know. I played both this and Skyrim for a little over 300 hours apiece, and I've not seen the end of either of them once. And, well, yeah. I just have a terrible habit. I get bored. I mean, I want to try something else, and thanks to my character constraints, I really can't. I'm usually either too far into the series to make a drastic change, or, what have you. I guess for a single-player series, as a character goes, just being in the game, I could really do whatever I want in Dark Souls, but that's really not going to give me very good survivability, as far as it goes. I mean, just being max level, of course, that would be great, but that's not really going to help me out when it comes to PvP, because, well, I don't even know if anyone PvP is at max level. I could still be invaded by anyone beneath my level, but anyone, not at my max level, I would not, unless there's other people playing that are at max level that I can actually invade, then I wouldn't be able to invade at all. I really hate doing this part. Oh, God! That's why, the tails. The tails are really freaking annoying, and they can and will kill you. Oh, what the heck? You've never jumped whenever I've done that. Usually whenever I rush him, he likes to turn and attempt to bite me or blow lightning at me again. Anyways, that's the hardest part, I think. Well, I say the hardest part. That might be getting past the Black Knight, who does indeed have a very nice, Black Knight halberd. Okay, now here's the dilemma. I can either homeward bone back easily if I don't use this bonfire, and risk dying and not getting the shield, or I can just use this bonfire, and then if I do die without getting the shield, I don't have to run all the way back. And that's the real dilemma. I don't entirely know what I want to do. Do I even have homeward bones? I should. I should have homeward bones. I should have around 6. Yeah. Alright. Screw it then. Let's YOLO, I guess. I'm gonna wanna creep up though. Alright. Get the shield in sight and run! Oh geez, I jumped whenever he swung. Alright, got the shield. No need to worry then. Okay, I did not dodge that at all. Okay, yeah, probably best not to fight him. Let's just, run. We can get back to the elevator, we're good. We're golden. See ya, Black Knight scrub. Alright. Let's, homeward bone. Nice! That went off without a hitch, really? Ended up a lot better than I honestly expected, really. And now that we've completed all this, let's reap the spoils of our victory with a whole bunch of soul spending. Large soul of lost undead. Large soul. Wait, what? No. Soul of lost undead, large soul. If I'm correct on my math, I should end up somewhere around 1,400 or 14,600. I think is what it is. And thanks to the extra 1,000, I'll have 1,700. I'll have somewhere around 16,300 or something of that nature. I'm pretty good at math, I guess. One real thing I really like they done with Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1 as well is they use multiple items in the stack, as this can be pretty boring just sitting here smashing soul after soul. Even though it is a pretty cool animation. And you can like look at that how weird that thumb looks. That's a pretty weird looking thumb most of the time. I don't know, that looks pretty normal. Certain gloves, that thumb looks weird as heck. Oh, alright, done that souls. So I'm actually gonna have more than I thought, what the heck. Okay, now I might have less than I thought. I overestimated apparently. Somewhere my math was wrong on what I usually have, I guess. I thought I had 5,600 though. Maybe it's only 5,400. No? Should be 56. Whatever, really, to be quite honest. Doesn't matter. What does matter is that I rest at this bonfire and level up all my stuff now. Alright then, we're gonna want at least 19 strength to wield the Great Sword. With this many souls, no, there's no way I can get to Shiva and just buy the Demon's Great Machete. That's what word I'm looking for. I can increase my strength to 19. Dexterity stays the same. Faith for PvP will eventually end up at 40, but otherwise, I think the most important stats now are stamina and vitality. How many total do I have as far as it goes? I can go from 14 to 23. That's 9 points. So I want 5 in this. That's not 5. This, and then 4 in this. And that leaves me with all of that, which is pretty good. Alright. Seems right to me. Yeah, Great Sword's really the weapon I'm banking on, though the problem with it is I only really have one shot to get it early, and that is the Baronique Knight that is in the Undead Parish. If he doesn't drop it, then, well, I'm just not getting it in the beginning. Oh, I should probably put on my shield that acts as a Florianthe ring, shouldn't I? Oh, look at that, I can actually use a strong attack without spending my whole stamina bar. Cool. Grass Crest. Alright then. We have this scrub up here. If my camera would allow me to select him. Frick. That did actually stagger him a bit though, which is fun. Get over here. And we're gonna slam jam. Nope, we staggered him though. Now we're gonna slam jam. He can't withstand the slam or the jam. So now we're gonna go up here, avoid the firebomb. Probably just go ahead and kill the axe guy. Roll out of the. Oh god, no camera. What the heck? Okay. Camera in this game can be a bit on the side that's against you. It feels like half the time. Great thing about an overhead swing though is that the fact that I can do that. There's a couple souls I can grab. Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and grab that one while there's no one throwing bombs at me. It's always a nicer feeling knowing I don't have to worry about that. Not to mention there's no one for my camera to accidentally lock onto. Yeah. And speaking of what I was saying, you know, like, people still playing the game, there's a bloodstain still here, which means someone recently died. The camera probably screwed them over. Oh! Well then, they jumped. And that jump really led to their death. There's another bloodstain over there. Someone, yep. Someone apparently fell off over there. They probably rolled. This guy has a great sword that looks yeah, that's definitely a great sword. I want that. Hey bro, mind sharing? Yeah, so there's definitely people still playing this game, which honestly surprised me. I don't know if they're just people trying to beat the first game, and, you know, so they can really make more sense of the lore from the second, or if it's just diehard fans of the first game. But, I mean, to be quite honest, it wouldn't surprise me if it's just fans of the first game, because I'm a big fan and I'm still playing this freaking game. It's a really good game, to be quite honest. Probably my favorite game, to be quite honest. It feels so good pancaking them out of midair. Yeah. Well, this is honestly just a really good game. And I think my favorite part about it has really been the combat, because no other game, including, especially Skyrim, dear god. Skyrim's got some freaking crap combat when it comes right down to it. What's this pink guy doing? Stop! Get down from there!
What are you doing? Stop! Get down! Ah!
Oh! See what you did? You haven't made Arnold angry. What do you guys think of my Arnold impression? Planning on doing a funny series called Arnold Reads. I'll like read Dr. Seuss or some other small children's story and then read in my Arnold voice. Sounds like an idea. The only reason it's gonna be short children's stories is simply because I don't think my lungs can take a full story. I have to like really constrict my throat and stuff, and I don't know. Basically, it's kind of a taxing process. I actually end up out of breath and feeling quite hot whenever I've done it for quite a bit, so. I wonder if this pink guy, Hollow, is gonna like freaking end up playing Ring Around the Rosie with me. Oh hey, before I forget, I don't have my Estus flask back on. I should probably put those on, yeah. Yep, he jumped down, so he's gonna end up playing Ring Around the freaking Rosie with me. Wonderful. Grab his humanity. Where is he now? There you are, pink guy. Go back to Filthy Frank. Really? Okay. That works. I like Goomba stomped him, then I freaking smashed him. Always a fun time. I love the extreme stamina regen I get from the combination of this ring and the ring and the shield. Also another very good feeling. I rolled at the wrong time. Rolled too early, I think, for me to avoid that dragon's shockwave effect. Wait for this fricker. I could just rush in there like some gung-ho warrior, but that'd be quite dumb of me. Especially since I don't have a shield. I already play it pretty safe anyways. Sometimes if I'm feeling daring, I'll go out, just run out there when there's only 2 left. I always wait for that one retard to, like, you know, come down and attack me. I probably shouldn't say retard. Someone's gonna get upset and offended at me, but you know what? I, in some ways, see why, but in some ways I think people are just being overly sensitive about crap. I mean, honestly. No offense to freaking mentally challenged or physically challenged people, but, you know, that's honestly, the word retard in general is just not a very good one to use. I mean, I understand that. Neither is swear words, though. Like, you gotta think about that. The people who's, like, complaining about dang words, such as, like, gay and retard, like, most of the time, you know, they don't even take into consideration that swearing is probably just as bad to some people. And yet, they probably still do that on a regular freaking basis. So, you know, I mean, honestly, in some ways, yeah, I sympathize with them. In some ways, I just think they're full of crap. But you know, no matter what my opinion is, I'll be wrong. This is the internet after all. Let's see if we can't smash him. Yep, we can. How fun. Let's see. Is there anything we need from you, guy? Well, now. You seem to have your wits about you. Do you want the orange gun sub though? No. I don't really think it's important. I pronounced that horribly, I know. But, Residence Key, I don't care about magic. Bottomless box. The inventory space never really bothers me. I don't do any, like, elite weapon swaps anyways. What a waste of time. Go fall off a cliff or something. Oh, it's like, go jump off a cliff? I don't remember. Go jump off a cliff. I don't know. Undead Merchant's not my best, impression. I gotta say, of all the impressions I can do, Arnold's really the only good one, as far as, like... Well, the other ones aren't even really impressions. They're just, like, accents I'm able to do somewhat accurately. I don't know if they're accurate, but I think they are. Feels like they are. Though, no matter what accent I usually end up... Like, this is the weird thing. Whenever I try doing an accent, I usually end up, like, slowly converting to Australian. And Australian's probably my favorite accent to speak in. That's probably why. Arnold's pretty fun, though, too. But yeah, Australian's probably my favorite accent to speak in, you know, because you die. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at it, and whatever, but I do practice it quite often when I'm by myself. Accent I'd love to be able to do is like Irish or Scottish. Those are pretty freaking hilarious accents overall. And I honestly, even though like being white, I am of some parts of the heritage of Irish and Scottish, but like I freaking can't do the accent at all. Not Australian in the least, but for some reason that's like my best accent. And granted, I'm probably not even doing it right half the time whenever I freaking do it, so... Oh god, hello, you're being feisty today, aren't you? Smash you. Because I don't want you coming around and taking me from behind. If anyone's doing anything from behind, it's gonna be me. Cracked ground shield. What is this thing's running attack? I forget. Is it? I think I meant a whole second. Actually, it's Oh yeah, it's a slam down. Huh. All right. Well, I wish it were a 360 sort of spin move, kind of like a hammer. Hey, it works anyways, though. Honestly surprised that worked out in my favor. I usually get like stun locked to oblivion or something. Ugh. I do like the rolling stab of this, though I also prefer not having to roll to stab. So I mean overall, this thing has some... I guess really this thing like comes right down to the poise break of the power slam that most people like the best about it, you know. Like this, I'm pretty sure that can even stagger the like big old mushroom guys that pretty much like Mike Tyson punch you or something, I don't know. Go dang full Muhammad Ali and just break your dang jaw. I hate those mushrooms. They drop the golden pine resin though, so I mean, they're very worth farming. They're not very hard to avoid either. They're just, if they actually hit you, they freaking take you down. I don't care how much health and defense you have, you get knocked pretty hard. I don't know if I want to take on that guy down there without a shield just yet. They have the same like Dark Souls 2 where I can parry with my two-handed Zwei hander. Did I actually manage to get that? Weird. I can usually never manage to get the golden pine resin without attracting the spear guy. Oh god, I saw that like phantom of a player and thought it was What am I trying to say? Thought it was the spear guy. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez. I couldn't think of my words for a moment there. My English fails me sometimes. Frick! This is where poise would really come in handy. I'll be quite honest, as long as they don't hit you, then it doesn't really matter at all. You can pancake them before they have a chance. Come on. I love how this guy usually ends up killing himself on his own barrel. It's pretty funny. Alright, yeah, like I said, I would kill the Black Knight, but I'm not entirely certain of my skill to beat him without a shield. I usually hide behind it while he's swinging and then wait for the opportunity to go around and backstab him. Or I parry him. If he doesn't attack, I know how to parry. Wow! 2 Titanite chunks. That's gonna come in handy. That has probably been like the best crystal lizard grab I've ever gotten. Getting the Titanite slabs are always nice, but 2 Titanite chunks. I mean, you gotta have the chunks to get to the slabs. To be quite honest, those are kind of annoying to farm as well. Considering they come from the same enemies as the slabs, but you know. I do have the pine resin out, yeah, but it's like down there. There we are. I see a lot of people buff before like they run out there, but I don't understand why. I prefer to get out here, you know, just kind of stroll, leisurely walk out here, you know, not really leisurely walk, but you know, attract them, book it back. I usually don't run that way, like camera was just an off angle. Seemed like it'd be the best way to do it before the camera, you know, realigned, but whatever. Get up here to the top. Apply a lightning buff. Come on and slam. If you actually have the if you fight that Black Knight and you actually get the what am I trying to say? If you actually beat the Black Knight and you get his Black Knight sword, then you can one-shot the dude if you manage to get the stats to actually wield it one-handed. Pretty fun to do. But that also requires a decent amount of grinding unless you've done what I did and gave yourself 20 strength and 16 dexterity right away. Yeah, the Black Knight sword's a really good weapon against demons. Well, I say that, but overall it usually ends up being that normal weapons are just as good if they're upgraded properly. That slight amount of bonus damage. Do I want Sunbro? I don't think I need any white soapstones or shenanigans today. I think I'm good. I think I just want to get down here before the I think I want to just like be able to get down here at least once before the dragon burns me. It'll never happen, but you know, I get so close. I don't know how some people actually managed to pull it off. Anyways. Go down, over, kick the ladder, climb down, slide, stop, rest at the bonfire. We can go ahead and level up. I want more endurance. I can only level up twice. Yeah, I guess more endurance would really be the thing, wouldn't it? It doesn't entirely matter how much strength we have, since we're going to be two-handing most of our weapons, and for weapons like the Zweihander and the Greatsword, it doesn't entirely matter how much strength you have, since they're sort of mediocre scaling anyways. But, combined with that other clip earlier, this will be about the time I need to stop and call it another 30 minutes. I've got about 3 more episodes to record this Sunday, and then I can have one for each a day of the week, hopefully. This will be my sort of regular routine. Hopefully I'll be recording on Saturdays most of the time instead of Sundays. I messed around and got lazy on Saturday, so yeah, kind of a problem. I have it. I'm a lazy person, but anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye or whatever. Be right back, really more like it. For you guys, it'll be a whole day, but for me, it'll be a split second. Anyways, see ya.